Hey Canucks fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary on a rainy and dreary Monday, January the 29th. However, there's a bright ray of sunshine over the weekend as Vancouver Canucks rookie Brock Boeser emerged as the star among stars in the NHL All-Star game. Canucks fans were obviously very excited as Brock Boeser was the only rookie named to the skills competition and to the game. And not only was he the only rookie, he won the accuracy shooting competition on Saturday, and he won, as voted by fans, the MVP for the actual All-Star game on Sunday. So let's go through it very quickly. On Saturday, he beat out the likes of some really good players, some snipers like Stamkos, Crosby, Neal, Wheeler, Kopitar, and sentimental favorite Brian Boyle returning to Tampa Bay. Oh yeah, that jerk-faced Brad Marchand was in there as well. After Boyle set a really good time of 11.5, hitting all 5 LED targets in just 8 shots, Boeser went up. He was, I think, the 4th one to shoot, and he did it in 11.3 seconds, just edging out Brian Boyle. So it was a great start to Boeser's weekend, and it showed just how calm, cool, and most importantly, how lethal and accurate his shot was. Fast forward to Sunday, the All-Star game, and I actually tweeted out just before 1 o'clock, about 45 minutes before the first game of 3, I said this: my prediction, Pacific Division wins over the Atlantic Division in the final, with Brock Boeser being named MVP. Obviously, I was a little bit biased, I was a little bit hopeful, but sure enough, the Pacific Division defeated the Central Division in the first game, and Brock Boeser had the game-winning goal with a wicked, I can't remember if it was a wrist or snapshot, with a wicked shot to Connor Hellebuyck's, over Connor Hellebuyck's right side, post it in. It was actually the game-winning goal as the Pacific Division went on to win 5-2. Then they got a break as they saw the Atlantic Division defeat the Metropolitan Division. The Atlantic Division, of course, had not only jerk-faced Brad Marchand, but Carey Price in net, and Austin Matthews, Jack Eichel, and 4 Tampa Bay players. Then we get to the final, Pacific versus Atlantic. So far, half of my prediction has come true, and then Brock Boeser and the Pacific Division go on to dominate the Atlantic Division 5-2. Again, 5-2. And in that game, Brock Boeser had 1 goal and 1 assist. So between the 2 games, he had 2 goals and 1 assist. And it wasn't the highest point total. Guys like Connor McDavid had higher point totals. But when you give it to the fans, you never know what's going to happen. And I think fans were pretty much in awe of Brock's performance over the weekend. And sure enough, he was named the All-Star Game MVP. Took home a nice 2018 hybrid Honda car. Probably a little nicer than the Civic I'm driving right now. But hey, I'm not ungrateful. I'm very blessed with this car. So he gets a brand new car. He wins $25,000 for the accuracy shooting contest. He gets his share of $1 million. So $1 million divided by 11, just under 100 grand for the Pacific team players, Pacific Division team players. And he actually gets 2 bonuses, $212,000 each. One for being named to the All-Star game, and then 1 for being the MVP. So add it all together, he made about $550,000 in extra cash by doing so well and by being at the All-Star game. So congratulations, Brock. It's a great feel-good season, and as we know, Canucks fans are certainly looking for these type of feel-good story, not feel-good season. Well, it's a feel-good season too, but Canucks fans are obviously looking for feel-good stories in this tough year. Last thing I want to leave you with. I've talked a bit over the weekend on Twitter. I talked about the fact that a strong performance by Brock Boeser this weekend, it won't guarantee him the Calder Trophy win, but it's certainly not going to hurt his chances. You might say, well, no kidding, Sherlock. Thanks for telling me something I don't know, Clay. But let me explain it this way. Matt Barzal is ahead of Brock Boeser, and I have nothing against Barzal. He's a good Coquitlam kid. Actually, we have some mutual friends, so I want Barzal to do well, obviously. I just don't want him to win the Calder Trophy over Brock Boeser. Barzal is ahead in points. Barzal does play on a better team, and he's on the East Coast in New York. Get all that. Vancouver, with Brock Boeser, their games aren't as well seen. Vancouver is not as good of a team, but Boeser has way more goals than Barzal. So you could say pretty much they are neck and neck. Maybe Barzal has a slight lead because of those factors I mentioned about him and the fact he is winning the points race. However, given Boeser's strong performance at the All-Star game, I think that becomes the tiebreaker. I really do. So any media person who's torn between Barzal and Boeser when it comes time to vote for this trophy, they're going to remember this weekend at the end of January, this All-Star weekend, and Brock Boeser's really strong performance. And I really think that it will indeed serve as the tiebreaker. So any media person who can't decide between Barzal and Boeser will use this as a tiebreaker and will likely throw their vote Boeser's way. So like I said, it's not going to be the reason he wins the Calder Trophy, but I think as long as everything stays the same and Boeser stays within, at the most 5 or 6 points away from Barzal, yet having more goals than him, I really think that this All-Star game and this performance will indeed be the tiebreaker, propelling, vaulting, launching Brock Boeser to the Calder Trophy, sending Canucks fans into euphoria once again. All right, Canucks fans, let me know what you think. Did you watch the All-Star skills competition? Did you watch the All-Star game? Were you impressed by Brock's performance? I presume it's yes. Who else were you impressed with or not impressed with? And do you agree with my sentiment that this performance may propel him to the Calder Trophy by virtue of being a great tiebreaker and a great feather in Brock Boeser's cap? Leave a comment below. I'd love to read and react to it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Hope you have a great day. Canucks are back in action tomorrow when they host Nathan MacKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche. God bless, and go Canucks go.